Through the first 48 games of the regular season, we're actually 25-23, which is about 10 or 15 games more in the win column than I thought we'd have at this point of the year. And what's crazy is the Virginia Storm, the other expansion team, they're 32-17. And as a lot of you guys know, we do not have the point guard of the future, and I get it. We're not going to always find the players we need in season number 1. But what I'm noticing though, we can look here, Zion's supposed to go number 1, Bol at 2, Barrett at 3, Porter Jr. at 4. As we're going through, the first real point guard they're saying is going to be taken is Darius Garland out of Vanderbilt. But the guy that I care about, the guy that a lot of you guys have been telling me about in the comments down below, and this is why your comments are so important to me. Did a little bit of research. John Moore, and I'm assuming that's how you say his name, out of Murray State. I just watched him dunk over a dude in a real life game, and I want this dude on my team. So the goal is we can get in that 6, 7, 8 spot to make sure that we can lock up John Moore. And unless he flies up the boards, I don't know if that's possible, but we need to make sure we get one of those draft picks, and we got to do it soon. And if we take a look at the conference standings, I know the Storm are in second place in the East, which is kind of crazy, but if you look at the standings really quickly, we can see again the Hornets, the Knicks, the Pacers, and the Magic are all your bottom 4 teams in the East. And then in the West side, you can go over here and see Memphis, Los Angeles, Minnesota, and Sacramento are your bottom teams over here on the other side. Now, in order for us to get the Kings pick, it's held by the Celtics. So we'd have to trade Greg Monroe, which we could part with him. I'd be okay for the most part. And Buddy Hield for Aaron Baines and the first round draft pick, which again from the Kings is not protected. It is swapping the best pick with the Philadelphia 76ers. And basically the Kings are going to have the best pick. So we would be getting a top 3, top 5 pick at absolute worst. But I don't want to just trade Buddy Hield for no reason. And I don't really know how it's going to shape out, but maybe we keep Bogdan Bogdanovic, maybe we end up trading him. But for whatever reason, the Kings and Vlade Divac want to trade Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Gary Trent Jr. from our side. And Trent has honestly been a little bit frustrated with how we've treated him. We have a zillion shooting guards, so I got to get rid of a couple of them. And again, getting another point guard won't be the end of the world for me. We can also trade Steven Adams and 2 second-round picks, or we could trade Brandon Ingram and a second-round pick. There's zero chance I'm doing that, but getting the prospect of Harry Giles is actually kind of cool. We're going to do this trade right here. I know we've done a ton of trades. We're right at the trade deadline, basically. I got to pull the trigger on this trade. So Bogdan Bogdanovic, welcome to Alaska. So with that trade in the books, this frees me up to trade Buddy Hield. I do not want to trade Buddy Hield. I might possibly regret doing this trade, but Bogdan Bogdanovic, I think, will be just as good in that position of shooting guard. We need to make sure we get our point guard of the future. Maybe it's a different position. There's a lot of guys in the draft. You guys can tell me who I should ultimately be drafting, but we're going to trade Greg Monroe and Buddy Hield for Aaron Baines and that first round pick from the Kings, which the Celtics had, which should now be, again, at worst, a top 5 draft pick. So with that trade now in place, here's a look at where the mock draft actually stands right now. Again, Celtics have the number 1 pick and Zion Williamson. More than likely, again, these are projections, not 100% absolutes. Bol there at 2, RJ Barrett at 3. We have Romeo Langford at 4. We are now projected to have the 5th overall pick. Again, the dominoes could fall, however they might. But if we get that top 5 pick, I think John Morris should be a lock for us. Again, Kevin Porter Jr. at 6, Naz Reid, Darius Garland, Cam Reddish. They're saying John Morris actually falling now, so he's projected at 10, which means we can easily get that dude. So with that trade, again, a look at our overall roster. Steven Adams, Brandon Ingram, Bogdanovic, Bazemore, top 4 players. Baines is somehow our 5th best player. Dwight Powell, Bryn Forbes is almost back from injury. He's basically day-to-day, but he'll be another guy that can play a lot for us and score a lot of buckets. PJ Tucker, we have Troy Williams, we have Damian Dotson, Yogi Ferrell, who will get a little bit of playing time now, and then Jonah Bolden, Brandon Jennings, and Frank Mason sitting at the bottom of the bench. And something I want to go ahead and lock up now is Ken Bazemore's contract. He, again, could be a free agent at the end of the year, but I want to make sure we actually get him. So 2 years, $22 million, about $11 million a year. We're going to offer that to him, and he obviously accepted. And we also have an opportunity to re-sign Dwight Powell. Again, we can get him for 2 years, $11.5 million. He's been a guy that has been good for us. I'm not saying we keep either Bazemore or Powell long term, but I want some flexibility with good contracts we could possibly trade because they're both playing really well for us. So we're offer that to Dwight Powell, and he accepted as well. So we started off our first game with Bogdanovic out here, and it's not looking too good. We're down 6-0. We've had a couple moving screens called early, and we're trying to just bounce back from that at the moment. Here we go. Bogdanovic out here running the break a little bit. He's got some room here on Wiggins. He's going to go up. Oh, he gets fouled. Let's go. We'll take it. All right, I have no idea if he's a good free throw shooter or a bad one. I'm a super early. 84%. Oh, yeah, he's going to be money there. All right, second free throw. Got to make both here. A little late, but it still goes in. Ooh, we got Ingram rolling out on that curl in the corner. Pull that one, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, we've cut that lead down to 3. Oh, my God. Look at Cat. Feeling himself, but a little bit too much. Ingram out here running on the corner. Try to get him to go in. That's good defense by Covington. Yogi Ferrell says, let me go ahead and get 3 of those real quick. But he misses. Dwight Powell right back at it. Goes up. That's a bad shot. And then we don't get the rebound. All right, Bryn Forbes in the game. He's day-to-day with a strained Achilles. Obviously, that makes me nervous. I'm hoping he'll be okay. Why do we... Don't switch. I don't want people to switch. Oh, Ingram out here in the break. Give me something nice here. Give me something nice, Brandon. Little basic two-hander. Fast break. Could have did a windmill. Could have cocked it back real quick, but that's what you did. Okay. Honestly, though, it's good to see Bryn Forbes back in the lineup. He's going to be a big part of this team. I want him in the future. I don't think he'll ever be a starter for us, but I think he has a good chance to be a six-man, especially if Bazemore ends up leaving the team at any point. All right, PJ Tucker going to try to lock up Bobby Buckets. Oh, look at Steven Adams with a good defense. Might have been a kickball if you ask me, but I'm okay with what happened. Oh, Ingram, pull that one. Pull that one. All the space in the world. Wiggins can't see that far. No way. Excuse me? Good defense by Bazemore. No way. No way. He can't do that. Thank you. All right, let's get the... Oh, Bazemore right here. Pulling from deep. That's a little early. Look at PJ Tucker, though. Get in the board and the two-handed slam. There we go. Got Dotson in here. Kind of our tall lineup right now. Oh, there we go. Williams driving in. Easy. Too easy. What a play. So the end of the first quarter, we're down by just a few points, but still, we're playing pretty well. I need my starters, though, to contribute a little bit more. Bogdanovich, where's he been so far? All right, so we're picking up here a little bit later in the second quarter, and obviously we're down a couple of points. Our defense not doing the best. Ooh, look at the jab step getting him off of him. Ingram is on fire from deep. Towns out here trying to drive. Good defense again by Adams. Look, we're stopping Towns for the most part. I've been pretty happy with that. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Bazemore out here running. Pulls up for the mid-ranger. That one's buckets. Oh, Ingram again. We're going to let this man pull until he misses. And, okay, he missed there. But Bazemore getting a grown man bucket inside. Oh, all day. Usually he's got to get it to Baines real quick. The big fella. I actually like Aaron Baines. That's a good move. I mean, good dump off by Jennings. Good finish by Baines. Nice little screen usage there. Baines coming in, the big fella. I told you I like this dude. 10 seconds left here in the first half, man. Aaron Baines has been stepping up. I like him a lot. Jennings has actually been solid as our backup point guard here. Cat trying to pull one deep. In his face is Baines. He lets him get the rebound, but he does not get the bucket. We're going to have a 1-point lead going into the second half. So far, so good. I need Bogdanovich to get a little bit more open. I got to run some plays for him, too. That's a lot of my fault there, but Covington is smothering Ingram, even though he already has 11. I feel like he should be getting more. So we started the second half. We got a 1-point lead. We had some good momentum there at the end. I want to try to, you know, keep that going a little bit. Get it into Adams again. Look, we almost goofed that one up, but we still got the point, and I'll take it. Andrew Wiggins stays trying to get Bogdanovich in the block, and he hits the Kobe fadeaway. They're going down to Towns a lot, man. I mean, Adams has mostly smothered him, but he gets a solid move there. Oh, nice move. Got a guy, Dwight Powell, coming in. And one, baby. We'll take that. Look, I'm gonna be honest, no Dwight Powell slander will be allowed in the comments because the dude is contributing nonstop. It's been a close game no matter what we do, and I feel like it's gonna stay that way, honestly. Tolliver on Bazemore, that's not a good matchup for them, honestly. Bazemore should be able to beat him the bucket the whole time, and he does. Wiggins is like one of their only true score. Anthony Tolliver. We're gonna let old man Anthony Tolliver just catch a oop on us like that? I've seen it all, man. Anthony Tolliver, this man's 712 years old. I'm rounding down, and he's still just killing us. Right there to Baines, who almost posterized Al Jefferson, who again is like 77 years old plus 12, but yo, Wiggins with the Euro? That was a nice move. Got to find a way to get Ingram the ball. Oh, let's get that. Covington's a little late to close out. Finally, he gets another bucket. That is the first bucket that Brandon Ingram's gotten in the entire second half. He had 11 in the first half, and he's gotten 3 so far. Covington, the Wolves have shut him down time and time again, but finally he gets a semi-open shot, and he gets it to drop. Tyus Jones trying to get the offense going here. They're going to Cat again. They've been going to him pretty much every time against Baines. Baines with a good defense. And again, just like the end of the first half, Cat's going to miss that one. We got a tie ball game going into the fourth quarter. This is going to be a tough one. Bogdanovich back in the game. Still only 7 points for him. Didn't really get a lot here in the second half. Nice shot there by Wiggins, and he finally misses another one. I like Bogdanovich out here running a little bit. Go all the way, Bogdanovich. Almost got it blocked, but it still counts. We're going to try to get Bryn Forbes out of this ball game because he is struggling. Ingram, though, in the corner. Oh, my God. This is what we needed. This game has had 10 lead changes right now. I'm also... Oh, look at Dwight Powell wide open. Get in there, young fella. Get the foul and one. Let's go, Dwight Powell. No Dwight Powell slander allowed. Because Bryn Forbes has been getting eaten up. I got to get him out. We got Brandon Jennings back in the game. Last time he was in, gave us a little bit of a spark, so... Hope we see more magic from Jennings. Again, he's a journeyman at this point of his career, but he has been solid for us. We needed to count on him. Covington is trying everything in his bag of tricks. We did not close out on him either, and he hits the 3 for the lead. Well, we got a mismatch here. I want to explore that. Get him, Dwight Powell. Muscle him up. There we go. Mismatches all day. The one thing I'm noticing is we have got to find a way to go ahead and get ourselves a third center. Just some guy that we can rotate in when we need an extra body, because what we got right now is not exactly working.
Hey guys, well, during the break, I was able to
I mean, Steven Adams, you gotta do something. Oh, get Mouse in the house. Muscle him up. Show him how strong you are. That was aggressive. Towns is on fire, though, so that's going to make me a little nervous. They go to him. Obviously, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Wiggins, though, has been hitting fadeaways, been hitting all types of shots on us. He's in the triple threat nonstop. Towns throwing up some prayers, and he's going to miss. That's beautiful. Oh, we got Bazemore in the corner. Make this, please. I need this one. Why? We're going to try to get Brandon Ingram and Bogdanovich back in, but right now they're both in the 70s for their stamina, so I can't let them come in at the moment, but I promise we're going to try and get them back in soon. All right, I'm going to let Bazemore bring this one up. Get it back to Yogi. Get it to the point guard. Let him go to work. Yogi hasn't really played a ton today either, which is a little crazy. Bazemore, make it count here. Let's go, Ken Bazemore. About time you hit one. That's a big boy shot. I mean, that is a major shot. We needed that one. He came through in the clutch. Towns picked up his dribble. Oh, I thought he was going to take that. You know Towns wants to shoot. Adams has played really good defense. No, don't let him hit that. He missed. Adams got the board. Let's go. He's actually not as many boards as I thought he would have today. I had Bazemore open again in the corner, but I don't want to rush it now. We got the lead. Bazemore, make it count again. Third time's a charm. No, oh, can't. That would have been so huge if you got that. Oh my God, get out here on Wiggins. Oh no. Oh God, Andrew Wiggins is trying to go into overdrive mode. Oh, Yogi Ferrell got it. Okay, slow play it. 2-point lead. We get a bucket here, it might be a GG. Our team has got to be clutch. It's one thing we struggle with. Oh, he bit the wrong way. We got Yogi Ferrell all the way. Let's go. 4-point lead with 45 seconds. No threes. Do not give up a 3. Do not give up a 3 right now, man. This is going to be so tough. No fouls either. Get that out of here, you bum. And he went out of bounds. Steven Adams. What a play, big fella. All right, we know they're going to go for probably an instant foul. And they went ahead and got it. So we got to make sure we make our free throws count here. 4-point lead. Our team has struggled being clutch. Oh, not yet in the bonus. Get it to Ferrell again. Waste a little bit of time, young fella. Run yourself up. Oh, they're not going to foul him. They're going for the double team. Oh, they fouled Steven Adams. Why did I give it to Steven Adams? Dumb play on my part. All right, big fella. Give me one. Give me at least one. 2 wins the game. 1 makes it interesting. Okay, there we go. Not a gay free throw shooter. 5-point lead. Again, Aquaman, you make this one, we'll be okay. Oh, Steven Adams, ice cold. Let's go. That might be a GG. Let's see how it plays out, though. All right, Ingram's back in. Bogdanovich is back in. Oh, Ingram making plays. Give it up to the young fella. Let him make a play. I'll take the basic two-handed dunk because you made a nice little steal off the inbounds. We've had so many games this season where we choked away a lead, especially late in the ball game. But this game right here, an 8-point win against a team that's not great in terms of a record, but in terms of their talent level, they're much better than we are. Looking through the final stats, Brandon Ingram went off today. 6 of 9 from 3-point range is nutty. I mean, he missed some ones that I thought he should have made, but Ken Bazemore missed a lot more 3-pointers he should have made. He was 2 from 8 today, which is not good. What is not good, though, is Bogdan Bogdanovich. In his first game again, I don't want to judge him because what do we see Brandon Ingram do in his first game? He was absolute garbage, 1 for 17. Bogdanovich, 19 minutes played, 3 for 9, 1 for 4 from 3. Hit his free throws, but we'll give him a little bit more time to get, comfortable in Alaska because I guess truly it is pretty cold up here.